Garlic here, and today we're doing the combo video requested by many persons on the YouTubes. So we're here with Raymond again.
Trying to shuffle the deck a little bit.
We're struggling. It's a struggle bus.
It's been a rough day.
Yeah. So Faye Lamar on the YouTubes says, just discovered your channel. I'm also playing Gladiator Beast, and instead of playing Esadari and Nerokias, I'm playing Andabata. Anabata.
He's playing the level 7 fusion that summons. It's a second tamer editor. Like, you can tamer editor into Anabata, and then Anabata tamer editor into another one. Like, but it has to be level 7 or lower. That's the downfall.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Does it have any combo potential in the meta today?
I mean, it does. I've looked at Anabata. Like, this is the card he's talking about. The Gladiator Beast. He's big booty. He's level 7. Or no, he's level 8 too, my bad. Level 8, not level 7. So you could play him, because you could tamer editor into this, and then this into a level 7. I mean, it works. It's not a bad combo piece. You could definitely play it for sure. It's not a terrible card at all.
Alright, his name is inappropriate, so I can't say it. Can you give tips for Glads going second against Eldritch and Adamancipator?
I mean, yes. Play this.
Oh, of course.
Dark Ruler no more.
Yeah.
I changed up the main deck a little bit. I added these in instead of playing like the call buys, because I was 2 cards short in the deck list video, and I realized that's because I was trying to find where some of my stuff was to put it all together.
Gotcha.
And so I played the Dark Ruler no more, because if you lose the dice roll, just this and one Glad Beast, that's not Ondal obviously, like Darius, this is fine. This helps you get to full combo. Because, you just activate this, it turns off your opponent's entire board. So then you just summon one Glad Beast, enter battle, smack something on their board, whether it's in defense or something you can run over. Like, normally if you're using this, Emancipators normally have the IP, the Abyss Dweller, Appaloosa, and Borreload Savage. So you can just do this, and then Appaloosa's at 0 and IP's, set 16. The Darius is 17, so you just smack into it, and then tag him out.
Nice.
And then if you have another higher level in hand, or your Torix in hand, just tag him out for the Augustus. The Augustus will get whatever you want on the field, and then you can just make your tamer editor and just continue to rip his board apart or build your board. Eldritch are kind of hard because they're a very back row heavy deck. Going second against them is really rough. It just depends on how much back row they set. With Eldritch, you're going to have to go into side deck. Glads just don't have too much main deck stuff to deal with them. If you go first, dealing with Eldritch is fine. You just end on your normal negates, and your opponent can't really do too much. You make the one Domitianus and Herculinos, and try to leave as much in hand as possible so you can just keep negating everything he goes to do.
Gotcha.
You don't really need the Appaloosa or anything like that, because he's mostly a trap-heavy deck anyway. I dug up my old Royal Decrees. I know they're all mismatched and everything, but this is definitely what I'm going to try throwing in the side deck for Eldritch, because this does hurt Eldritch a lot.
Nice.
It just negates all their stuff. Or, like I said, in side deck, you play Lancia. That kind of slows Eldritch down a little bit, because they can't banish their stuff to keep extending, so... then you can choose to main deck this in Glads. Like I said, this is personal preference. Every time I see it, it's dead. I haven't faced too many Eldritches and stuff like that, but Evenly Matched is another good card against Eldritch. I mean...
banish everything face down.
Yep. But you gotta watch out for the Golden Lord, because he just negates stuff. So, that's where the Domitianus comes into play.
And then what about going first against True King Dino?
Well, Conductor's a card. He just likes to rip boards apart, and that's what he's good at. But the main thing I know everybody's worried about is how do you deal with VFD? Well, going second, obviously, you can't do anything against VFD. I mean, if your opponent makes VFD, and he's going to wait till you summon something, or he's going to do it in your standby phase, you really can't stop VFD. I mean... You can play some hand traps if you want.
Like Imperm.
You can play Imperm. Instead of playing, you know, Dark Ruler, if you don't want to main deck it, you could side it and play Veiler. You know, you got options. I main deck Imperms, so, you know, I just use Imperm. I mean, if you're going first against them, it's fine, but if you're going first, you're just going to build your normal board. You'll end on your Domitianus with your Appaloosa and stuff, and you won't even let them get to making VFD. Or, I mean, if you do, you can easily get rid of it. You know, it's not... It's all just about knowing what to negate and when to negate it. I mean, Miscellaneousaurus is a tough card, and with that new level 1 dinosaur coming out, it's going to be rough.
Oh yeah, the bejeweled.
The bejeweled dude. He's going to make it very hard to deal with dinos. Dinos are definitely going to... I feel like with that level 1 dude, they're definitely going to hit Oviraptor. This is the part where they're going to start.
I feel like they would have to.
They'd have to, almost.
That's like 9 copies of Oviraptor in your deck.
Yeah, because Ahmad, I think his name's like Ahmad Alwazor or something like that, but he was bejeweled, the bejeweled crocodile. He searches all the True Kings too. He either searches double Evo Pill or all the True Kings.
That's cool.
So that's rough. But I mean, if you go first, you just end on your normal board of, you know, your extra Tamer Editor, your Domitianus, your Herculinos if you want. That's if you feel like, because they do like to main deck Lightning Storm and stuff like that. So he's good to always have. And then your 2 negates on the Appaloosa. So I mean, you still have 3 monster effect negates, a spell and trap negate, 1 or 2 times depending on how many cards you have in hand. Plus, you know, if you manage to draw into an Imperm, you have the Imperm.
Nice.
So you still have, you know, plenty of interruption for the Dino player. You just need to know what to hit.
All right. So now a lot of people are wondering, because we kind of tickled at it in the last video, what can you do to achieve the infinite negate loop?
Yeah, I didn't want to do it, but with all the new support coming out, like Eldritch and stuff, it really helps you deal with their boards if you're going first, or if you can manage to get into it going second after a Dark Ruler. You make it, and then it's harder for them to rip your board apart. And a guy asked me, what's the combo that I figured out with Test Tiger and Aquise? Like, let's say you get these 3 cards in hand, that's fine. That's combo. You don't need to have a higher level in hand like you used to and stuff, because your Proving Ground is just going to give you your Aquise. So... And what you'll basically do with this, we'll just say you have this is your hand. Let's draw one more card. Okay, let's see, that's decent. That's fine, because this doesn't matter. You're going first, so, or even going second if you want. We can draw an extra one, and you'll just do this. So now your opponent can't respond. You can just go ahead and proceed to rip his board apart. So you summon the rabbit effect. So you'll get your 2 Ondals.
Woo, Ondal!
Now right here, unfortunately you are susceptible still to Nibiru. It's a card, you're a combo deck. It's unfortunately going to happen. But even if they Nibiru you at this point, you have a Proving Ground and 1 Ondal left in deck, so you can still keep going. Because you can just take the token and link it into the Link Spider, get the other Ondal from hand, and just make Test Panther and keep going.
Nice, that's a good comeback. That's a good comeback.
It is, it really is. And then you'll special the Test Tiger before you make anything. So then you'll take these 2. You'll make your Test Panther. And then Test Panther effect. Obviously, if they stop it, they stop it. You know, it's a combo deck. Things happen. Search the best card in the deck. The Gladiator Beast comeback.
Woo!
And then you can activate the comeback to bring back this dude, the Ondal.
Nice.
Well, then you'll shuffle the Ondal back, and you'll get your Augustus. Then your Augustus will go ahead and special your Aquise. So now you'll use Aquise effect, he'll add back your comeback. So now you can still go full combo. So this is what I mean by just seeing these 2 cards with a rabbit, it's still full combo. Because then you just Test Tiger the Aquise back to the deck. For any of the levels. I mean, you can go the other Augustus, then his effect, if you have an additional monster in hand, you special it. So, and then obviously Bestiary can pop a back row So you can get rid of the Buster Lock if they have you in the Buster Lock, which is great because normally Emancipator can end on that too. So this is another way to out it with, you know, easier stuff. If you have to, you could just normal something, Test Tiger into this, pop the back row, enter battle phase, attack, and tag, and still kind of end on the similar board. But so what we'll do now is you can go ahead and contact fuse these two back to the deck. Make your Tamer Editor. And Tamer Editor effect, always go your Domitianus first. Always. He's the free negate. He's fantastic. Then this is the part where you can choose what you want to do. You can either go the infinite negate loop, or you can make the Union Carrier and attempt to lock your opponent out of the extra deck. It just depends on what you're going against. Or if you're just trying to kill them, and you want to still set up a board because you Dark Rulered so you can't attack, or so you can't do damage. So we will go ahead and into Draco Master the Tenyi, Glad Beast Comeback, the Tamer Editor, then activate the Tamer Editor effect. We'll summon Nero, because then we can go ahead and link those away into the Union Carrier. Then you can use the Union Carrier effect and equip the Buster Sword to the Domitianus. 4,500 beater, and he's a negate still, and he also still locks your opponent out of the extra deck. You can make Appaloosa for 2 if you really want.
Show us that infinite negate.
Let's try it. Okay, so you're going to be going first, so you're not going to draw anymore. So first we'll Unexpected Die. That's going to give us a monster, which is fantastic. We'll just leave the deck up for now. Then we're going to Proving Ground. Unfortunately, I have to search another Andal, which isn't bad. He's on the card. Then we'll go link 1. You'll link into your Test Panther, or not Test Panther, Link Spider.
Link Spider.
I'm already way ahead of myself. Link Spider effect. We'll summon this one from hand. And then you'll go ahead and proceed to make your Test Panther now.
Nice.
Then we'll go ahead and Test Panther effect. You're going to search your comeback, because you already have 2 big combo pieces in hand. So then we'll come back this Test Panther second effect to put it back for your Augustus, wherever he's hiding. Then your Augustus effect, we'll summon the Torix. Then a Torix effect, we'll go ahead and dump the other Augustus. So that way you have this engrave and you have your another level 8. So at this point, if you want to do the infinite negate loop, go ahead and link these 2 away. And do your Samorg link. Then Monster Born. We'll just do the Andal. Then you'll link these 2 away, since you have 2 Earths, into the Union Carrier. And then you'll activate the Union Carrier effect. See, it would have been the next card we drew. The Chicken Nugget is what I call it. We'll equip it to the Samorg link. And then you just move to end phase, really. I mean, then all you have is the infinite negates, but it's still infinite negates, because due to Samorg's effect at the end phase, up to the number of unused spell and trap card zones on the field, you can summon your Apex Avion from deck.
And then in a perfect hand, you would have had Tamer Editor come out. You would have had...
In a perfect hand, I mean, that was a decent hand. You could have gone more Glad heavy on the combos, but that's just if you want the infinite negate loop. But if I had another like another comeback or something right there, it would have been game. Like you could have easily made the Tame Editor at that point with the Union Carrier all them on board and just kept going.
Nice.
But unfortunately, you opened up with the Vespius in hand, which is kind of tricky sometimes. So that's why I put that little loop in here, so that way if you open up with kind of a bad hand, if you can at least get to that little loop, you can still have a way of interruption for your opponent. You know, I get a bad hand, I can blame it on Sam.
No, I have the uncanny ability of giving my opponents great hands.
So, do you want to go first or second? Here, Sam, why don't we roll a dice and see?
All
so
right.
that way, you know, because some people want to know how this deck plays going second, so. So it's your choice, Sam.
Awesome.
You get to choose. Do you want me to go
Should we just do a practice match at this
Do you
point?
want me to go first or second?
Well, the deck I would play, because I'm practicing Exodia right now,
It's terrible.
I would probably go first and see how that works out.
So you want me to try to go second? Okay,
Yeah,
so we'll
so
draw
go
an additional
second.
card. And let's see. That's kind of a decent hand going second.
Whoa.
I like that hand.
That's a great hand.
A lot of people don't see too much, but I like it. It's first of all, you can turn off your opponent's board. Double imperms just kind of there. I mean, these are kind of dead since you drew this, but we'll go ahead. We'll Dark Ruler no more, so we'll turn your board off. We'll activate Glad Beast Rejection, and then we'll go ahead and Unexpected Die. So that right there is an immediate 2 monsters, because you're going to get your Ondal off of the die, and then Rejection's going to activate since you went in, and you can go ahead and get Vespius if you want. It's your choice.
Mm.
You'll normally Acquiesce, then you'll link these two away into the Test Panther. So then you Test Panther effect to search. So go ahead and search your comeback because you kind of need it. You can go ahead and come back though. Bring back the Acquiesce. We'll put it back with Test Panther. Get the Augustus. And then at this point, you're just going to make your typical little board. Because you really don't have too much to go off of. So you'll make your Tame Redditor since you're going second. Because you're going to start attacking your opponent's board. Tame Redditor effect. We'll just make the Geyserus. And then go ahead and let Geyser's effect pop off, blow up 2 cards. Enter battle.
Well, you did Dark Ruler no more.
Yeah, you can still enter battle though.
Oh, that's true.
You can enter battle, they won't take any damage.
Won't take any damage.
Which is fine because you just want to enter battle to tag out. So you can still go into battle. So what you'll do is you can battle with the Geyserus and battle with the Tame Redditor. And so you've essentially just got rid of 4 cards. Because you've popped 2 off the Tame Redditor and you've attacked over 2. And then if they have the Appaloosa, you can attack with the Test Panther, run over the Appaloosa. So you've essentially got rid of 4 to 5 cards. Even with that kind of a bad hand with the double imperm. This just helps you, since you can't do damage, now you have 2 things you can set and, you know, but we can still go further because you can just move to the end of the battle phase. Effective Geysers to tag out for 2. And you want to make sure you do the Geysers first. Do the Geysers first. Don't do the Tame Redditor first.
Why not?
Just to recycle your resources. You want to put this back in the extra deck first. Just in case if they have a different plan. Or you can only summon so many times. Because this is summoning 2 monsters at once. I would summon the Acquiesce back. Which attack or defense, it don't matter. And the Augustus back. And then go ahead and activate Tame Redditor's. Well, his effect will resolve first. You'll search. You'll get your comeback back to hand. And then he'll tag out still at the end of battle phase as well. Let's go for Darius. And then Darius effect will grab the Ondal from grave. So now you'll proceed to main phase 2. Which in main phase 2 you can go ahead and do this 1 of 2 ways. we can go ahead and contact fuse these two. And you want to make sure you don't use the Darius while you have this, the monster he brings out, because if Darius leaves the field, the monster leaves the field with him. So you want to make sure you use the one that, you know, Darius brings back.
Right.
So you use those two, make your Esadari. Like I said, this is the reason I play the Esadari, because when you have too many level 4s, he gives you an additional level 5. Then you can go ahead and proceed to contact fuse these two. And you have Tame Reddit again. So then now you still have you can go ahead and start to make your negate board. So you can go ahead and Tame Redditor effect and bring out your Domitianus. Then go ahead and link these two for the Union Carrier. Come back. Bring back the Tame Redditor. This time in defense, just in case if your opponent interrupts you, so that way you don't have the weakling sitting there. But then again, it doesn't matter because he controls the battle phase. Tame Redditor effect again. And this is where you can make this some more. You can do this the infinite loop combo, or you can lock him out of the extra deck.
Right, because once you get him off,
once you get him back for the second time, you have your choice. Because you can make this if let's say you're playing against Eldritch, so that way they don't have very many more spells and traps. You can you have 2 negates for spells and traps, or you can make the Geysirus again, popped whatever's left on their board that you couldn't get rid of in battle phase, and then you would just use these two to make your Samorgalink. And then you would just use his effect to equip the nugget from deck, and then you'd have your infinite combo with an extra negate.
Right, as soon as you hit end phase.
As soon as you hit end phase. Or, like I said, instead of that, let's just say you have this. So you'll use his effect, and you bring out the Herc. Then you can go ahead and still make a Link 3, like if you want to make the Draco Master, or such and such, anything you really want, or you can just end on these two, which is fine. Then you'll use the Union Carrier for the Buster and equip the Buster to Domitianus.
Nice.
So now you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negates with the lock out of the extra deck. It just depends on if you want to set one in perm, maybe keep one in hand. Then you still have 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's pretty cool.
It just depends on what you're going against. Because like I said, we can go ahead and go back real quick. Put these back in hand. Put him back in the extra deck. And let's say instead you use Tame Redditor to bring out the Geysirus. So you can go ahead and use the Geysirus and the Test Panther. You can go ahead and put it here if you want. The Samorgalink. Then Union Carrier effect, target the Samorgalink. Equip it with the Thunderbird. And then move to your end phase. You still have 3 here, and I'm assuming depending on what your opponent's playing, most of the time you can get it out. If not, like I said, then just end on the Buster. But if your opponent's not playing very, back row heavy decks, you can go ahead and end phase get your Avion. And now you have the infinite negate loop plus an extra negate if they try to interrupt him.
Nice. Cool.
Plus the 2 imperms.
Right, plus the 2 imperms.
Plus the 2 imperms that you drew in the first hand. So I guess what I'm trying to say is going second with this deck is it's perfectly fine, but one of your most important roles when going second is you need to get into the battle phase. You absolutely need to, whether it's with one monster, Geysirus, being able to get to the Tame Redditor and getting to a Geysirus and then still being able to resolve his effect and go into battle, attack over something for the 24, and then tag out for 2 monsters just to build your board after that. My hand wasn't that good when we started, you saw, and then this is what I'm ending on. After just going to battle phase. So, I mean, it differs. It just all depends on what your opponent's playing, what your personal preference is. Like I said, I'm still tweaking with the extra deck every now and then. Again, people say they want to know why I play the Esadari. I just showed you, I definitely like the Esadari because it allows you to utilize your level 4s and your lower levels with their effects and still get the ability to make an additional level 5 to make your tame red.
Cool. All right. Well, what do you have for shout outs?
Again, shout out to your channel. Shout out to Rivals Gaming, which I'm so excited. They're going to be able to open up again here, I think today. I'm pretty sure they're allowed to open back up today.
Oh, really?
May 11th was the local business warning. I'm pretty sure. So we can go there, but they're at half capacity, and we have to spread 6 feet away from each other, and yada yada yada. And there's no tournaments though. We're not allowed to host tournaments right now until the whole ban is gone. But
right.
So still shout out to Rivals though. I was gonna try to head out there, check it out, see what's going on with Dan the man, and give some Glads some room to run for a little bit. And then shout outs to Austin Johnston, which I hope his surgery goes well tomorrow. He's having some surgery on his back, so. And then Bailey Hill and everybody else with the family of Rivals.
Cool.
And then shout out to the couple fans that follow me from video to video to video, wondering about Glads. I really appreciate your guys' support and interest in my favorite deck of all time.
Yeah, you guys, the MVPs, giving us all the questions, letting us know we had a 38 card main deck.
My bad, I was moving stuff around and I misplaced a couple cards.
Oh well, but that was the long and short of it. Thank you guys again for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Helps support the channel, helps more people who also love Glad Beasts find us. And yeah, so that's it. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you later.